Let me paint a picture for you. There I am, reading about Z Fold 8 leaks, trying to determine how reliable they are and whether or not I should make a video, when I see that the Z Fold 7 has a new case out 9 months after the Z Fold 7 released. That's strange. I nearly kept going on with my day until I noticed that it was from Rokform. Rokform is known for making extraordinarily tough, like rugged cases, which is the opposite of what the Z Fold 7 is all about. So of course I had to get it. I was going to just be like, whatever, but I am curious to see whether or not that 9 months of extra development means that Rokform managed to make an excellent and still rugged case for the Z Fold 7. And plus I haven't gotten to, review anything for a Z Fold 7 in a while, so I missed it. All right, so one thing to know about Rokform is they've got this whole, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but it's kind of their special thing. They've got their own like magnet locking system. So you can pop this out to plug in the magnetic version that they supply for you to use with their interlocking magnet system that they have for their mountain bikes and their, I don't know, base jumping. I'm not really sure. I'm not really an outdoorsy person. I don't know if you could tell that. But when you have the extra magnet in there, it interferes with MagSafe. MagSafe does not work. The first thing I can't help but notice is that that is not offset to the right. So apparently the extra 9 months of development time, and no one bothered to check where the coil placement was in the Z Fold 7. Maybe the reason is something to do with their personal magnet system. I can't say for certain. All I can say for certain is that I don't expect this to be able to get Qi 2, but we'll find out. All right, so it is a two-piece case. You've got, with springy hinge, which honestly I missed saying. I missed saying springy hinge. Got all these little hexagons on the inside for additional shock absorption, and then this is kind of like a microfiber material for scratch prevention, and that's always nice to see. Little divots there, but also it extends out so far here for that extra corner protection for drops. So that is a kind of signature of Rokform, the super bumpers here on the exterior. So it's not surprising to see here as well. Maybe they spent all that time researching how to do a hinge. It's a good hinge. How much does this thing weigh? I'm guessing a bunch. 86 grams. 87 grams. Yeah, 216. That's what I thought. So like more than a third, it's like 40%. That is bulky. That's what I expect out of Rokform though. So in case you've forgotten, because I certainly have, not including the camera bump, the Z Fold 7 is 9 millimeters for the Z Fold 7. Let's see what it is once we get this honkin' case on it. There's 15 basically millimeters here on the side. A 66% increase in thickness. That is a lot. But you get the ability to just go like that. Ow! I'm fine, everything's fine. And including the phone, which did get thrown in fall. It didn't go as far because it's far heavier than it is usually, and I did not account for that. Fantastic. I just remembered this. Rokform does have their own big old magnet plate here, which means that it is really good at sticking to like a fridge or, gym equipment or whiteboard that you never use, that you bought for the Purple Room, but then you never use. Bezel looks amazing, unsurprising. You can definitely fit a screen protector on there and have room to spare. Camera cutouts. I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet, but they're not individual. Got that oval. We've got plenty of room there as well. Which means you can get individual lens protectors with the oval and it would still fit in this bezel. So that's good. And dang, just looking how far recessed the flash is. Look at that. It's like, hello, it's down there in a canyon. Cutouts look good. Got a nice little chamfer down to the buttons. This is interesting. These buttons are tiny. Like, they're not unusable. They're just so small, and compared to how big and bulky the rest of the case is, having the buttons this small just is weird to me. Does not eliminate the wobble. Not a lot of camera island, which gives me some hope for the larger MagSafe accessories, huh? Let's see how that is. Dang, okay. But we can do a better test like this. Jeez. 26.3 newtons. Quite good. Push test. 24.6. So that's also really, really good for push. Wow. It's one of the higher push numbers I've seen. So their magnets, as usual, don't disappoint. But, I mean, it's kind of where they built their brand with their interlocking magnet things. So if they had bad magnets, I'd be like, So impressed so far. Again, look at how good that hinge is. They did a fantastic job on this hinge. Now it is bulky AF. You don't buy this because you want an aramid fiber barely there case. All right, moment of truth. It does say fast wireless charging. The number is not kicking down to a lower one. 3 hours is not Qi2. Let's try again. 3 hours, still not Qi2. Let's see what we're getting. Now, it not getting up to Qi2 charging speeds is not terribly surprising, given A, the magnet looks pretty centered, where that's not where the coil is, and B, how thick the case is. So those are two things very much working against it being able to get Qi2. Yeah, we look to be hanging out right around 9 watts, which is pretty solidly Qi1, technically Qi 1.2, got that 7.5 watts going into the phone, but it's not Qi2, which is sad. Holy cow, that is an insane magnet. Can you handle the controller? Oh, you're not gonna be able to because of the, it's gonna be, is it gonna be the hinges fault? That'd be funny. Ow, nope. Hey, we did it. Backbone controller connected. So it does work with controllers and thus many other wider USB accessories. So that's good to see. Now you'll notice it does come with stickers to put the front on, which will prevent you from being able to do this, which is not, an uncommon thing. But you may also notice that it is having no issues staying on. It's heavy, even without the adhesive. So that's the second time I've thrown the phone. At least that time it hit something hard and went off that way and then hit the ground. Do I need it for anything else? Dang, forgot to test large MagSafe accessories. I'll be right back. Giant power bank. Always a fun one. Nice. All right, so we are able to use it with large MagSafe accessories like phones and wallets, which is very nice. I was fairly confident we would be able to, given how small the camera island wall is. Because of how thick the case is, it doesn't need the wall to be as tall to get good clearance on the lenses, but also because of how strong the magnet is, which will make up for this trying to dislocate it. So it can use the large MagSafe accessories. That's excellent. All right, so the Rokform does in fact receive the Purple seal of approval. Unfortunately, you missed out on excellence by not getting that Qi2 charging, but it is what it is. That felt good to review a Z Fold 7 case, especially one, it might be my personal favorite protective case released. If it got the Qi2 charging, I might even use it as my primary case. Oh well. Good job, Rokform. I don't know if you would have been able to get the Qi 2 charging if you had gotten the coil alignment correctly. Better luck on the Z Fold 8, which might have as much as 45 watts of fast wireless charging, so we'll see. Look forward to that, just like I look forward to you checking out this playlist here, which is all my other Z Fold 7 reviews, or this is whatever YouTube thinks that you should be watching next. My name has been Steve. This has been another Purple Room review, and I will see you in the next one.